No questions are closed.
No, we put up allegedly. Hello, lovies. Hello. Happy Friday. Good afternoon.
Good morning.
Good evening. You guys went in order, huh?
When we RV, we should just invest in an old newsroom studio and have the desk, and we just all sit there together.
Back to you.
Yeah. All right, guys. Happy Friday. I'm a scuba diver today because we're underwater. Man, it's not going to quit. We're not going to see the sun until Monday.
I know. It's a dreary day here, too. Sun's out. There's a light breeze.
I will trade you, King. I will trade you. Let's swap weather. Can we do that?
I mean, the good thing is you're on a higher level, Jen.
Yeah. Jojo, I love this. I'm putting it up there. Hello to everyone. Hope you're doing well today. Take off the pants and sit a spell. If that's not a Southern greeting, I don't know what is.
Well, yeah, I think I will.
Well, I didn't get my lemonade.
It's iced tea. It's a Southern wine. Get it right now.
Iced tea.
Long Island iced tea in the South. Okay.
Yeah. Well, prayers for everybody that are dealing with this crazy weather. Pray for King, who can't stand the sunlight.
I know. It's the light.
If you are traveling this weekend, our prayers are with you. Like I said this morning in the oracles, we're holding space for you because I know Nadia is traveling. Others are traveling. So,
yeah. And speaking of oracles, I can't seem to find my handcuffs.
Look.
I'm not going to ask
I need to know your business, okay?
Now, you know what? I did want to say something about the oracles. One of the things that I've noticed, there is a warning in your oracles this morning. And with the little buttons, let's say.
Not to take the X back?
Well, no, actually, if you added the numbers, they were going down. It means a lot of people are losing hope, losing faith, not knowing how to raise their frequency. And that was the warning that came up when I was listening to your oracles, and it didn't. The message I got, it wasn't positive, guys. We keep our faith, keep our joy.
Yep.
Go have fun.
Have fun, guys. Take your pants off.
Yeah, don't allow anybody else to lower your frequency. But because your idea of when things should happen aren't happening, we have to remember we're not the center of the universe. Did you know that?
Did I get this? Did I get that in my memo? Again? I didn't get that in my memo.
Sorry. I can be a buzzkill, but I'd rather, like yesterday, I know a lot of people didn't want to hear what I had to say, but I want it. We don't know. Everything's allegedly, but I want you prepared for all scenarios. Okay.
All scenarios. And actually, that was almost a taste of what may happen. Some people were excited, but some people had anxiety. Like they were like, oh my God, I don't know what to do yet, So actually, that was kind of a good thing that we did yesterday to see where are you standing at. Oh, yeah? Rub it. If you rub it, will a very sticky genie come out?
Okay.
Don't put it on yourself, though.
This is getting personal real fast.
He's got a relationship with Skippy there.
No, I have one with Jeff.
Oh, Jeff.
All right. Do we want to go over? I'm going to go over a couple things real quick. First of all, King of Wands, you cracked me up last night on Mark Z. Mark highlighted one of his comments. He said, Mark, you just want somebody to love you a long time. I cracked up and I said, listen, troublemaker. If you go to another chat room and Mark Z is going to get ready to put you in a corner, okay, no, he got a kick out of it.
That would be hilarious if Mark Z goes,
that was funny.
You call him having an urge to put you in the corner there?
Exactly. All right. One of the things I meant to say yesterday, when you do this redemption, set aside, this is what Mark said to do just because we don't know what they're going to do with if they're going to tax us on our RV stuff. He said, I'm automatically taking 50% of it and putting it in an account for taxes. Half.
Will that be a tax trust?
Yeah, we don't really know if we'll be taxed at all, or they may slam us and hit us hard with taxes. So make sure that you're reserving enough to pay your taxes if they do. Okay. Everything is allegedly what I'm about to tell you. Okay.
Oh, I don't have my. Where's your allegedly? You got allegedly.
It's up there. Somebody reported this morning that contacts in Japan and South Africa are already making Tier 4B appointments starting today.
Where?
In Japan and South Africa.
Yeah, they've been saying that for a while. And also I've heard in New Zealand.
Mm-hmm. Well, because they're smaller areas and it doesn't take very much. Bondholders reported 26,000 bonds that were turned in were fake or no good.
Ooh.
That's another thing you got to worry about. Now
Allegedly.
Allegedly. This is a rumor. I don't know how this would work. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me, but it could be a possibility that when the 1-800 numbers, which they're saying they're loaded, that when you call and you possibly would give your number for a call back, there's a 3-day waiting to get a call back to schedule your appointment. I don't know. Take it with a grain of salt. Seems a little weird to me. I would think if you call the 1-800 number, you'd be able to get an operator. But then again, everything's digital nowadays, so you never know.
Okay, but
elevator music for 3 days.
Here's the situation. Yeah, 3 days of darkness. You're like, darn it! I have no internet.
That would be 3 days of darkness, wouldn't it?
But here's the thing, Jen. We're using our discernment. We know they're scammers, and then they're going to call us back, and we're going to get a 1-800 number. I think it's just to have you guys check your discernment. Maybe it's a test. I don't know.
It could be because there's still a lot of misinformation out there. That's why I just give you what's given to me. I pass it along. Do with it what you will. You can tell it to fuck off. I don't care.
With or without peanut butter,
yeah.
Fuck off on a rowboat because I'm a lot of places.
Interesting. Something cool happened. You know how I decorate for Easter? Well, I decorate for every holiday. Every month I change the theme in the house. It's what I do.
Okay.
And so Michael gets dusted. Okay. And I have to pick up the urn. He's heavy. Someone has to hold. I let someone hold him. So when we picked him up, and I don't have anything with green feathers, there was a little green feather on it.
Wow.
And that was apparently from him. Now, I get white feathers all the time. Wings gives them to me, but this one was green.
And that's your favorite color. So.
And that's my favorite color.
Money. I could tell my sister Coco's by you because Coco's still missing.
Could be.
Yeah, blew her over there. What's your decoration theme this year? Is it peanut butter?
No, it's bunnies and chickens and Jesus. It's Easter. So. Okay. I think that's really all there is. So moving on, today's topic, shamanism, which is a very, very large topic, and just use your discernment. We're just going to talk about maybe our experiences, but maybe we should start by explaining shamanism, what it is. It's my understanding it's been around 60,000 years plus. It's what they declare in the original oldest known spiritual system.
Yeah.
All right. That's how I'll open it. I'm going to hand it over to you while I go star some questions.
Okay. Well, how about if I say what is a shaman? And the old text was one who knows. So you can say they were shamans in the past, and then they're witches, because witches were wise people. They weren't. Hold on, I gotta mute.
Witch doctors.
Yeah, witch doctors. So everything, even in life, there's a positive and a negative. So you also have to play that. But it's a person who practices medicine involving trees, plants, could be a healer, cures diseases, treatments. And in in other times, they're also the wise sage who they come for advice. So not only is it spiritual, but there's a lot psychological advice. I knew it. Okay.
Schneider's.
King, you want to go next?
All right, King. What did you come up with?
I kind of went with the soul retriever. I was going to kind of wait and see if we get into that or not.
Okay. Well, there's a lot of different shamanistic practices, and a lot of them have to do with music, dancing, healing. And of course, with everything, there's good and there's evil.
Right.
And like Nadi was talking about, what would they call witch doctors? There are some. These are what I consider people that practice voodoo, which still goes on, and do the curses, spell casting, and that kind of stuff. Mm-hmm. But shamanism can be a very beautiful thing. Think of your Native Americans. And they do a lot of that. Just being one with the spirit and being a part of a larger universe, and that we're all energy, and how to interact with Gaia. We walk with her, not on her. And the communication and vibration frequency between all living things, whether it's flora, fauna, all of that good stuff. Now, let's see. Other than being an ancient system, it says that it really has to do with aligning yourself with the truth of who we truly are. Basically your higher self is what I would say, that we're not limited to this meat sack that we live in.
Right.
Schneider's calling the shamans. Okay.
Actually, I think they're in him right now. Okay. All right. Let's say they aim to understand balance and spiritual balance in the energy of nature, seeking harmony. We talked about that one, and they bridge between the physical and the non-physical. So there are many times that shamans will go into the inner realms in order to try to heal or try to find any lost fragments or balance, peace, transformation. So anything else you want to talk about, John or King?
Yeah, go ahead, King.
Well, the soul retrieval.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
That we were originally talking about, I think, when we started this. Definition basically is the main goal of the shamanic soul retrieval is to help you recover your lost soul parts and restore wholeness. Now, I didn't even know about losing soul parts. Well, I'm assuming that's like a fractal.
Your fractals.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, for example, say you had something really traumatic happen in your life, and some people, when it happens, they get an out of body for temporary. Mm-hmm. So, for example, if there was abuse, incest, that little fractal of that incident would separate, and then you'll feel like
when you get a return of a fractal. This is my personal experience. It feels like you're being electrocuted. It's a shock. Yeah,
it is. And that's how, if it is done in a proper way, and I want to say in a proper way, because I think there are a lot of them that are not doing it in a proper way or adding attachments in this a proper way. They're in there retrieving in the journey with you. Mm-hmm. They're not on the outside looking at it. They are with you when you go into the journey. And I know there are people that are doing regression hypnotism, which is also part of retrieving a fractal.
Yes.
But to me, sometimes you have to really have trust or use your discernment in order to have someone put you in that hypnotic state to retrieve.
A couple of instances when I remember, like if there is a timeline or another Gaia in a different density that is ending and completing its cycle, and that fractal is returning to you, is this happened to me a couple of times when I got this jolt. One time was when I was a teenager, and it was a fractal of me that had committed suicide. So when it entered back into me, I gained this depression, this heavy, it's like it came back. And I went through a period of time where I was suicidal. And I had to work through that because my higher self was like, no, we don't accept this piece. And you have to heal that piece. And so as they all keep coming back together. So if you're ever questioning, I'm sad and I don't know why, it is possible that you have received a fractal of yourself that's dealing with it. Or maybe this can explain a lot of bipolar things.
Yeah.
You're very, very high, and there's a very happy version of you too. So these are all allegedly, okay?
I want to pull a Vippy on that one.
Okay.
Okay, the Vippy is because of the high frequency and the eclipse going through the dark night of the soul, are people finding and attaching their lost soul, automatic instead of going through what we were talking about. He does not like my lost soul attachment.
I like the lip syncing, King. That's pretty good. I'll wait till she comes back before I make sure I understand the question here. Okay.
Now, when we go into 5D, are we not supposed to have all the things that we had in past lives
like a memory
again?
Yeah, they
So
come
all the fractals come back in.
Yeah,
so
it's
we'll
supposed to be
deal with that then.
All of that, but in the 5D we can heal it. In the 3D it's very hard to deal with because we're such emotional, egotistical creatures that we go through these cycles. Yeah. But in the 5D, you have gained all of the wisdom that you need of how to deal with all of this, and you're less ego, more spiritual. So it's much easier to deal with in a different and higher density. So, but you think about all the different possibilities of the versions of you, good and bad.
Oh Lord.
Whew, that'd keep us busy for a while.
It's a whole new wait till you get a load of me.
Apparently, I'm probably a homicidal killer in another one because I'm always wanting to strangle people. So
the Boston Strangler. Okay.
Yeah, there you go. Which may explain why I love the city of Boston so well. All right. Guys, we're already at 18 questions, and I have coffees. King, do you?
I have cream and coffee. I have, Marcy, no question, but thank you kindly, Marcy, for the coffee and the nice words.
Okay. All right. Well, let's pause. Mods, if you so kindly, will you pause?
Pause or freeze?
Either or. Depends if you're cold or not. Okay.
Are we answering my question or is it over?
Well, I wanted you to come back.
It's all gone.
I wanted you to come back and clarify exactly, say it again, because I'm going to bring up my extra camera and we'll ask.
Man, with all this,
she's like, I don't even remember what my question was.
With the high frequency and the eclipse was to bring the dark night of the soul to up in front and center to deal with. Are they retrieving the souls and attaching right now so you could deal with it? Is our frequency and the eclipse returning those fractals?
Okay.
I knew there were going to be things that we just got people coming and cleaning the river.
What you get for butt dialing me.
Hmm?
That's what you get for butt dialing me.
It's you doing it. He's like,
I just thought of something. I don't know if Sister Terry's in here, but we should probably you want to put the Telegram link to the
Oh, that's a good
humanitarian
idea.
group?
Mhm.
Good.
Wings reminded me, so.
But isn't that in the email?
It should be in the email.
Because if you do that, then it's not going to be just the people doing the project.
Okay, that's fine.
Listeners. KOW's keeping track, huh?
What?
He's got one FO, one VIPI, and 0 crossed arms.
That's right. 0 crossed arms. That comes later.
I'm pretty sure he's a bookie.
He's very organized.
Oh, wow. That's a strong confirmation. This is the food tarot, guys.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure this out.
If you're going through a very
wands.
exhausting time, the Nine of Wands is about being tired and burnt out and exhausted. 2 of Wands. These are those fractals, 1 foot in and 1 foot out. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
This is quite interesting. The 9 of Cups is a personal celebration and happy time for yourself. So they have chosen, it confirms what you're saying, but they've chosen to find a really good spot. If you're in a really good spot, you can handle these fractals coming back. They don't do it to depress people because it would probably send them over the edge. So this is probably a very individual thing.
Yeah, I think it's an individual thing.
Yeah, 10 of Cups to have completion.
Yeah.
And to bring the emotions to.
Well, it's because it's not done to you, it's done for you. It's a happy spot because once you remove all of those dark night of the soul, your frequency starts to move up. Your soul, Christ consciousness starts to move up.
Right. Well, in the future, the 8 of Pentacles, that's the worker base. So this is an ongoing process that we have to continue to work on and work with those inner secrets. 4 of Swords are the hidden stuff that we're not quite sure about. We do a lot of it in our sleep. But the Chariot is all about triumph and overcoming these obstacles. So yeah, it does confirm this.
You're not in trouble, Schneider. I love you. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought I put you guys on mute.
Wings is telling me Snyder is sensing your trip.
Well, no, we got people. He's protecting me, and we got people in the backyard right here by my window. And he's been sensing it anyway. Thank you, Wings. It doesn't hurt. It doesn't help when you got a suitcase open in the bedroom.
Well,
that's obvious. Has he tried to climb in it?
Yeah,
curl up in a little ball, big ball.
Actually, he has been being distant from my room. I guess he doesn't want to see it.
Lyran, stop trying to break the door down. What are you doing?
Okay, there's some distractions on purpose.
The boys are very clingy too, but they can't stand this weather because when the thunder rolls, it literally shakes the house. All right. So that is a confirmation, Nadia, that as they wait till you're in a really good spot and you've learned some spiritual lessons and know how to deal with these emotions, and then they bring them in, and it's an ongoing process until they're all cleaned up. So if you want to know why you're roller coastering a lot, I mean, you got to throw in all aspects, whether it's the eclipse, the retrogrades, add them all in there. They will. I don't think that they'll ever drop them in all at one time. They kind of bring them in a little at a time, and
I was
healing.
Curious because on this eclipse you had all the retrogrades, the Mars, the Mercury, the Venus, and that's almost like, all right, we did go into the deep dark night of the soul. That's why you said you're in your happy place. Now, how are you going to react to those situations again?
Right. Well, this is learning those valuable lessons from the past, like this morning's oracles. We've learned a lot. If you've gone through a dark night of the soul, when you come out of it, you've learned how to cope. You have a new coping mechanism.
Mm-hmm. So it's
And
going to test you.
It takes time, just like, it said the Eight of Pentacles is the future. That means you will continue to gain these skills and continue to work on them. But this is how we advance.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, Winks. Okay, stop making fun of me.
What is he saying?
Because why are you Italian all of a sudden?
Oh my God, that's the fractal. She just got the Italian fractal. That's why she has the food.
Oh, that's so nice.
I bring the food deck out, and I'm Italian today. He goes,
Are the ones the spaghetti pasta? Are the ones pasta, or what? How do you know? How can you tell on the foods what are wands and pentacles, and how can you tell?
They're labeled. They're because if it's like soup or a drink, they're normally cups.
Okay.
And the wands have usually or an open flame or something being grilled or something like that. So because it's a fire sign.
Goodness. Okay. Yeah, I was thinking someone's going to be pasta because it's like straight. Like
Don't use the deck when you're hungry. I'm just saying.
Is it a scratch and sniff cards?
No, it's not.
Okay.
No, it's not. But there's not an exact little jar of peanut butter in this, but there are pancakes that looks like peanut butter's poured all over them, and then there's toast that looks like there's peanut butter on it. So we'll adopt them.
There you go.
See, we should have did that in the beginning. We should have pulled out the food and asked, is it coming?
Yeah. Well, it's interesting. The toast one is the Two of Swords. Don't fear it's like fear of the unknown. We don't.
Two toast. That's what I thought it would be. Food groups as it. Yeah, and okay, so from this let's go back to this old spiritual ways of life. From shamanism came up Reiki and massage, and all of those came from. And shamans, they're not just Native American Indians.
Exactly.
There's Russian, Mongolian. It's all around the world. Brazilian. I don't know where my shaman background came from, but
you're a mutt.
I am a mutt, right?
Do we want to pull cards on that?
It's gonna be like everybody
to try to guess. We could be here all day.
We talked about it before, Jen, that I felt like I had Lakota blood in me.
Yeah.
And I'm sure there's got to be some from Brazil.
Well, you were with me.
Where were we?
Daughter.
Where? But where?
Probably in Tartaria.
In Tartaria? Oh, okay. Now that's funny because Jen, what were you and what am I? Were you Blackfoot and I was
I'm Blackfoot.
No, I was Bigfoot.
Yeah, no, I'm Littlefoot.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
You were a little Bigfoot.
And what was I? Lakota Sioux.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, funny. We're harmonizing. This is awesome.
This, shamanism is another way that you can take all of the man-made religions and find a commonality there, because there are healing. They have their own versions of their healing, but if you take some of their, if you want to use the term rituals, but routines with the music and the dance, and there's a lot of, and the healing processes, because there's prayer. You're interacting with a higher spirit. So
here it comes.
Okay.
Yeah, introduce her.
This is my dear. Her name is My Dear, and she is made from deerskin. The name came out, it was My Dear. And this is what I use when I do generational tree retrieval, or changing contracts in a generational tree. Mm-hmm. But I also have a medicine bag in the background, so for healing, for protection. But I'll play her a little, but I usually use it as a way to get you, I don't hypnotize, I just get you in that state of readiness for transformation. But,
a rhythm.
Yeah. She's very nice. She was a little higher pitch when I first got her over here. So, and she has a mind of her own. If she doesn't want to play,
she knew she was going to be on camera, so she's got. Darren, stop it.
Yeah, When there was a time where we were going to play her and she didn't want to play and she all got all wrinkly and she's like, nope, we're not playing me today.
Like me.
Okay, so that's that. Also, when they do sweat lodges and they have grandfather rocks, that's what they burn to bring into the sweat lodge. Everything has to be of nature.
Yes.
So they actually use antlers, a little bigger than these, and they carry them with the grandfather rocks with them. So everything that they use is natural. When I was in Hawaii, I gave a gift of tobacco and sage. And one of the Hawaiians there kind of laughed and said, "Oh, that's North American, Native American tobacco and sage. Our volcano doesn't accept that."
Wow.
Which I love the message you gave on Wednesday. Yeah, she did love it. She's like, "Ooh, I get tobacco."
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's not the actual thing that you're giving. It's the frequency and energy and meaning behind the thing that you're giving. And don't let Nadia fool you. That little red medicine pouch in the back is where Hunter keeps his cocaine. I'm just saying. Okay.
Did you notice? What?
Oh,
It's true. Where's the handcuffs again?
Yeah. The idea behind the tobacco, it's an ancient thing. It's natural. And it's just like Native American traditions where they would pass the peace pipe, and tobacco was a huge trading thing.
Yes.
And sage, we know that there's a lot of indigenous that use sage it cleanses the spiritual realm. So it doesn't matter. It's the heart behind it. It doesn't matter where it came from or who processed it or whatever. It's the meaning and energy behind the gift is what matters.
Yeah, and he's not going to be happy. So when we do sage or tobacco, sometimes we have to open a ceremonial circle or ceremonial fire in order. So we offer it to our ancestors of the shaman and to Mama Gaia. So that's what we do with it. There's a question, just opinions on plant medicine. A lot of shaman is plant medicine, and that's where it came from, originated. And if you look at the holistic vitamins and all that, it's truly from plants and natural shells, and that's why it's cleaner than the chemical version of it.
The synthetics.
And then there is one more thing I do want to say. Everybody who thinks of shaman, they think of ayahuasca. That's a form of it.
Yeah, it's only one.
One form, yeah.
It's a form of it. It's not what every shaman knows what to do. And that's a journey for you, but they have a shaman there to watch your journey.
Right.
Yeah, there's so many different types. That's basically in Peru, is basically the ayahuasca shamans. Do we need anything else? Also, elements, feathers. We use feathers. Mm-hmm. Actually, one of the points of feathers is instead of cutting cords with swords or with our hand, the shamans would prefer to cut it with a feather. I mean, if you heard that sound, it definitely cuts the cords.
Yep.
Also, this is not a rattle. Jen, you had the rattle. I was going to ask you if you could bring it out, and I forgot.
Oh, that was my brain.
That was your brain?
Yeah, rattling.
Oh, okay. Yeah, shake your head. Let's see.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God.
I've got them put in a closet. Do I need to go get them?
No, but, they use rattles actually to ward off the dark when we're invoking our circle. So there's a lot of different ways they use natural materials.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I think I got it. I don't know if there's anything else you guys want to know.
Okay. You got anything to add?
No, I think you'd probably need to go into questions by now.
Oh, he didn't cross his arm.
Like 19 already, and you got.
We are on the verge of our first arm cross. We better get the move on. Okay.
Right.
Wait. We got to be even. 1-1-1. Go ahead. Cross your arms. There he goes. All right. We're done.
All right. There it is. Mark it down. All right. Marcy has bought a coffee. Thank you, love. So when my head, so glad I realized that said popped, not pooped. Okay. So when my
We're
head
glad
popped,
to.
Is she a shrimp?
so when my head popped through a bubble and I got birth, is that connected to the fractal being rebirthed?
Her head popped, and what was the second
So
part?
it felt like her head popped through a bubble.
Because she wanted to see what was on the other side.
Well, but what was the other half of that one? Her head
So
popped.
when my head popped through a bubble and I got birth, maybe I gave birth, is that connected to the fractal being rebirthed? Maybe.
Okay, what I'm feeling is
It was like a birth.
she actually opened her crown chakra.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you actually opened your crown chakra, and your spiritual core is pretty good size. So, I think you went through Christ consciousness. Did I pull 2 Vippies? I pulled 1. Come on now.
2. You're two Vippies in one. All right.
2 Vippies in 1. There you go. Oh, we got cheeseburgers.
Ooh,
It's the tower.
That's a stack. Okay.
It's
That's
the tower.
Ooh. How many Big Macs is that?
So that's a representation of a fractal coming down or
Spiritual.
being released from a different density kind of thing. Like, so there was another fractal of you somewhere that was coming to the end of its cycle. Okay, and that is about rebirth. The 6 of Cups is about gift giving. It's given back to you. 8 of Swords. This fractal was stuck for a very long time. You see how it's cut into different.
Wow. I am not going to be able to read this. Let's see.
Ace of Swords.
Yep, that's
also, it's like pop through an olive here. It's almost like a download of new knowledge as well. Yeah.
Exactly.
So the crown chakra makes more sense when it comes to this. That's beautiful. The Chariot came quickly. The Hangman. You may have, it's almost like a shock to the system, but it adds further enlightenment. So these fractals, they all hold something very special. They're not all negative. You've gained some enlightenment spiritually here. 4 of Cups. But unfortunately, this world has too many distractions. So make sure you're focusing on it. When these little things happen to you, stay focused. Don't get distracted because they really are gifts.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
Don't fear it because it actually, you're getting, what I felt was a wider spiritual cord, bigger crown chakra, more downloads. So It might feel heavy. It might feel like, wow, something's like too big for me. It's not. You're doing well.
Yeah. King of Wands needs a power nap. When's the next Zoom?
Well, he was in space, so
because I kicked him out of the corners
and caused the nap, I think.
Yeah. Okay, let's jump into. That's the only coffee I had. Let me refresh it just to make sure. Yep. All right, let's jump to the stars. Hollywood stars. Here we go. Katrina. Is my friend Neelan and her group truly okay in Israel? Also, did she really hear my prayer this morning? Okay.
Neelan is in Israel. Is Neelan in Israel?
Yes, bossy.
Yes.
Yeah, I get it's a yes. It's a definite yes.
And yes. Strong yes.
Yep. Good.
No worries. Unless Jen has something different.
Here, Roman, I'm helping you.
Strong yes. There's victory. Yeah. She's good. The world waiting for some things to end. The moon.
The stars.
A lot of stuff going on over there that's not accurate.
Oh yeah, we know that.
There's your hermit. So yeah, she's doing soul searching, but this also means divinely protected. Prayers are working. King of Cups. She's protected. She's got a bubble.
Mhm.
She's got a bubble and the Chariot. Yeah.
Nice.
Roy wants to know.
Which it can also mean that she's on the move. She could be traveling.
I think it's between Israel and Gaza. I think she's probably between them two.
Okay. Yeah.
Hopefully she's working.
Okay.
She's good.
She did hear the prayer. Yeah. God heard the prayer because your hermit's in there. So yeah.
Nice. Funny thing happened yesterday regarding Israel Palestine. I asked if they really did bomb Gaza on the day of the holiday, and yes, my sister-in-law spoke, but she said why, and I was like, how am I going to tell a person who is really not awake what's really happening? You know, I mean, you could say the majority of, think of the population in Gaza and think of how many they still have. And there could be a lot of NPCs in that spot. And it's always our divine creator has a date set for each and every one of us. This is one of the things I explained to her.
Mm-hmm.
But the mass exodus would happen. And as I was saying that, the speakers started calling to prayer, which means God is great. That's the first thing. That's the first word that they say when they start the prayer. Allahu Akbar means God is great.
Right.
But in their eyes and in my eyes, when you speak and that comes on, you are speaking truth. And she could not deny, and then I just let it happen. I just let it go. I was like, this is happening. There are people that don't have souls, blah, 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 blah. You're going to hear me now. So it was just a funny thing that we're going to try to wake people up, take them up.
E Purple, you're new here. Welcome to the craziness. You can ask your question here. You're new here, so you can go ahead and put a capital Q in front of it or spell the word question. That way it's easier for me to find. I'll let you go. We've paused the questions for the day. I'll probably get ready to close them. We got some trying to sneak in some extras here. But since you're new, you go ahead and put it in and we'll get you answered.
Yeah, and we go in order. So
it's going to be a minute because I do have them in the best order I could possibly do. All right, Marcia has the next one. Question: my friend and I had tumultuous relationship. He ended his life just over a month ago. Did he make it to the other side, and does he have a message for me?
Sorry to hear about that, Marcia.
Strong yes on the first part.
Yes. It was difficult at first, but he is there.
Yeah.
Does he have a message? Actually,
yes.
There is, but
don't ask me what it is.
No, there's somebody else with him.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Parent.
I don't know. There's another male.
First of all, he has transitioned well.
Mm-hmm.
He's good. He feels free. He's with the younger energy. It is male energy. Does have a message, yeah. This is all about continuing to live your life. He's praying abundance over you is what he does.
Oh,
so awesome. He's an intercessor for you now. So this is his task. He has taken it upon himself to like I said, be an intercessor. He is a guardian for you now to make sure that you're manifesting all the best and abundance thing. Yeah, he has completed his cycle. He's good. He's at peace. Now he's going to help from the other side of the veil to make sure that you are, and he wants you to know that he's good. You be at peace. You see these doves? You need to be at peace. All right. But this is a very, I'm sorry, this is not something that you expected, but this is all good. All right. He's in a good place and now he's going to help you out. But these are wands, and that's about taking action. You just keep on keeping on. Okay. And he's going to help guide you through this, but he's working on your behalf now. He's reunited with all of his family. This is generational. He's good. This is partying. He's very, very happy.
Very nice. I'm glad that there was no food on that one.
No, Wings told me to change the deck for the more serious questions.
Wings.
Yeah, Joby. Is Grandma Baby coming yet? That's what I want to know. How do the people, staff, and guests where I work feel about my work? Why do you care? That's the first thing that came to my mind. Why do you care? But all right, let's see.
I'm glad you said that, Jen, because if you didn't, I was going to. Joby, you do what you do. You don't change for anybody. Actually, that was in the tarot today, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Don't change for anybody. You do you.
And,
yeah, I mean, if they like you, they like you, and that's great. But your energy actually will change them. Keep your energy vibe high, and don't worry. On that note, let me
you worry way too much about this. This is going above and beyond, out of your way to help. You're a go-getter. You take action. Man, this is fast moving. Are you on the go all the time? Now, even if you're sitting at a desk, it's like you get tasks done really, really quick. You're fast acting. You put things in motion. Okay. Yeah. You kind of work your magic. That's you. Do you feel stuck in this job? Do you not like what you do? You worry way too much about what people think, first of all, because the first two cards are about loss and worry and heartbreak, and this is about feeling stuck. Don't worry about what they think. You're doing your job. Overall, this is great energy here. So you fulfill their request. You're very fast acting. That's a huge part of it.
I think that's the only thing they don't like is you get it done, while they would probably slow it down.
Yeah, the Wheel of Fortune kind of tells me it depends on what day it is. You have your good days and you have your bad days, but don't we all?
Yeah.
No.
Never.
Ken could have a better day if it started raining.
His bad days are sun shining over there.
Well, the sun's trying to come out here. Yeah, they're fine, but this is just fast. So, which can be good or bad. Because if you go too fast, you can't pay attention to detail, right? So, but overall, don't worry about what people think. Do your job, and I'm just curious to know if you're getting feedback from people.
Well, let me pull a Vippy just to get King of Wands adding.
1:37 your time.
There you go, King of Wands. Is it because where she's located, they're slower paced and they feel threatened? I think you went to, where'd you go to? There was something with an M. She went to another location, and they're more laid back, and she's go, go, go. And I think that's the clash that they have, but it's not because of your personality. It's because you're very efficient.
Sounds like Minnesota.
What is it?
Sounds like Minnesota.
Minnesota.
Shoda. No, she's out of the country, and I can't for the life of me remember where she was at.
The Maldives.
Maldives. Is it Maldives? Yeah, I think it was.
I don't know. That's what Wing said.
Yeah, it is. Thanks, Wing. It was the Maldives. I mean, think about it. Maldives, island life, all of that, and then you're from a different country that's fast paced, and so they're not used to that.
Well, and one of the problems, especially here in America, is it's just go, 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 and that's all we do. So many other countries are more laid back. They take their time.
Yeah, and I think that's what they're feeling. But other than that, do you?
I don't go anymore. I went.
You got up and went.
Stayed.
Unfortunately, I go anywhere. So
Yes, you do.
Right. Katrina, are the tariffs that Trump is putting on to break BlackRock? BlackRock's already broken.
Yeah, it's already broke.
Okay.
It's already broken. It's just catching up. Now, one of the reasons we know it's about fairness, but this is to force them to reevaluate their currencies because they're going to lose value in their currency. So they have to reevaluate. Okay. So he's pushing peanut butter in secret. Okay.
Yeah. And I like it because, I mean, unfortunately, there are some exotic fruits or vegetables. What was that?
As long as it's extra chunky.
Extra chunky. Yeah, that's natural. That's American-made peanut butter, right?
Yeah.
But I mean, think about it. How many farmers lost everything because we were getting it from other countries?
Yeah.
So we're going to get the
decades.
There's a couple. We're going to have to bite the bullet. There's a little bit of pain that we have to go through. It's okay. It's going to be worth it. I'm pretty sure that a few extra cents on the gas tank or not being able to buy cheap avocados, we can deal with it if you want peanut butter.
Well, we know in our country is so vast that we have so many different types of countries in our one country. So example, like California can do avocados.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they do Mediterranean olives and all of that stuff. So every part of our country has a bit of every other country.
Mm-hmm.
So
we have to admit, we are very spoiled.
Yeah. Not at all.
No, I'm not.
Chunky peanut butter is spoiled. Do you know how many chunks they have to put in there extra for you?
What, do you count?
They do.
Wyletta saw in the paper yesterday that they are planning to build big apartment complex on my street. Will they build it? And will the town be better for it? Well, housing can't be a bad thing, but I understand your concerns.
Big building complex. Will they build it? Actually, that's what you get. I got a yes. And then,
yes.
Will the town be better for it? It's even a faster yes. That's even a faster yes. Wow.
I get a soft yes on that second one.
It's going to be some delays, but they will do it. In the past, this is going to be run by the devil. Oh, I see. Yeah. Wings is showing me originally 15-minute city apartment building. But not now. That is wrapped up. That's a cycle that's completing. I think there's going to be a pause. He's showing me lumber and prices. So I think because of the tariffs, a lot of building materials are going to be skyrocketing. So I think it may pause for a little while. Eventually, it's totally going to be built. But they have to do this very strategically.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is going to benefit the community. This is a financial easement. Yeah. Yeah. Trust your gut. But remember, the Queen of Cups, use your intuition, but set your boundaries and pray for what kind of energy you want in this neighborhood. Okay?
Mm-hmm. No fear. You don't want that energy to go in there. Well, let's do peanut butter so I can get the bamboo things growing. We can use bamboo as lumber.
Yeah, you can. Yeah. Once things get cleared up, I think with the financial stuff, whatever they're missing for materials, it'll be fast acting. It's going to go up really, really fast.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Don't let it distract you. These are gifts. Don't focus on the negative. Basically, focus on the positive. Now, in the past, yeah, they had nefarious reasons, but it looks like they may have changed hands for business or whoever's owning it now.
It's not going to go out real fast if you're getting paid by the hour. You know how construction works.
Well,
speaking of, Katrina wrote, California is wanting to charge gasoline by the mile, not by the gallon. Wow. Well, you get a lot of electric cars there anyway.
Do you understand why, right?
I think it's to wake people up. If you have another
It
reason.
is, but because these are plans that are being thrown in your face right now, because this forces people not to go out. It forces people for the concept of 15-minute cities. Do not go very far outside of your domain.
Yeah, but I mean, I think California has a large amount of electric vehicles. That was their plan. So,
but now, as long as they're not made by Elon, these people.
Yeah, I know, but the thing is, if everything is run by electricity, gas pumps are hurting. So let's make them charge them by miles instead.
You can't have your cake and eat it too. You can't say that you want to get rid of fossil fuels and then bitch about it when you don't get the money and proceeds from it. I'm just sorry.
Well, I mean, people don't actually know where things actually come from, and that's the problem.
I know.
Why can't you have your cake and eat it too?
Maybe you can, King. Maybe you can. All right. But you can manifest and use the Merlin wand and have 2 cakes, okay?
I could.
Yeah. All right.
For me.
Yeah, I woke up and felt disoriented this morning, like I was in the middle of something. Thoughts, okay, so when this happens, this is not uncommon. When you wake up and like, where the hell am I at? Welcome back to Earth.
Exactly.
You have been working and at night, and you go up to different densities, and it could be another planet. And when you step back into this reality, you're like, where the hell is this? And like, this sucks because you're in kind of like the shithole of the universe.
Wait till you wake up and you say, what truck just hit me?
Yeah, because you've been at battle. Yeah, this is just astral projection at night. You go to other places, and if you're really deep into it,
or they pull you in really quick, like, we got to get her down here real quick.
Yeah.
But you also can go to classes too.
Oh, yes, you go to school. We're always learning, and you always learn for the rest of eternity. Guess what? In heaven, they took me to the schools, but you enjoy it.
Do they have crayons?
Romper room?
They have all kinds of stuff. I don't remember seeing romper room, but they do have a lot of libraries. Okay. Miss Mary, was I a shaman in one of my past lives?
It's Mary. I have a feeling I see yes, but let's see. It's Mary in your past life.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I see it. It's awesome.
Some crazy dancing.
No, I'm trying to figure it out because she's got it's funny. She's got the middle finger that's bothering me. I don't know if she would say it like it is and they didn't like it.
Well, she worked with other shamans for healing purposes. So this tells me that people came to you for tinctures, people that were sick and feeling down and just wore out. That's kind of what you did. You were a traveling shaman. That's interesting. Yeah. King of Cups here.
Oh my God. Let's see if there's another one because I feel like I traveled.
Shamans also be oracles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's what I'm sensing.
Yeah. Generational. It runs in your family. So it's like you took over for previous generations. But this is like you had to set boundaries because some of the areas that you went to did not like what you did. So this is why you were traveling.
And she didn't like it either because that's what I got on my finger.
Well, yeah, because shamans are very sensitive to energy. So when you did what you needed to do or you got kicked out, but this is you worked with others, but so you had like a shaman group that traveled, but this gift is generational.
Is she part of the traveling pants or?
There you go. Pantless shaman.
Okay. Ooh.
All right, Colleen. Do I have any clones?
I don't know. Do you? Are they down in your basement? What?
Let me ask them to see if I can.
Are they okay? Wings. I'll see. Well, where is it?
Doppelgangers?
Yeah, I think the doppelgangers, but it's kind of cool.
Be quiet.
Are they doppelgangers instead?
Doppelgangers are clones.
Yeah, but is it a fractals? Fractals in her.
Pendulum says no.
Okay, is it a doppelganger or fractal?
Oh, it's fast moving to spell out fractals. So what you're picking up on is if energetically, if you feel another you, it's just pieces of you.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why on a doppelganger, you'll be having one good and the doppelganger will be the opposite.
Yeah, but I'm not getting that they have recreated you in a lab. I'm not getting that at all.
No.
You were hatched.
You were hatched.
Cabbage patch. Let's not go down that road. Okay.
We went through it once.
Exactly.
I have multiple doppelgangers. It's really crazy. It's like in every country I find someone like
one
that.
of you is enough, okay? Just saying.
Well, they just spread it out. That's all.
Okay. All right. I have to get Jules's deck out here. Tyler would like to know if the nefarious put him on a hiring blacklist. Is he having trouble? Okay, bossy.
You are like on the top of that. Put him on a hiring blacklist. Hiring like a job or
I will pull cards on this, but an instant download was no, God is saving him to put him where he needs to be.
Yeah,
that's what I'm getting.
Yeah, but they want to.
You're not meant to work for these companies. It's not good for his energy.
What was it that he was going to do? What was the job, Jules? Do you remember?
Leaning on his hoe. He's thinking about getting into pole dancing, I think.
Being a barber.
Barber. Wrong pole, King.
Don't be disappointed. All right, this is God's gift. He wants you emotionally fulfilled, and all these jobs that Tyler's applying for are not good for him emotionally.
Okay.
He just needs to have faith. Stop worrying about it. I know he is.
That makes sense.
Someone's going to offer a job.
Well, she's looking at Home Depot.
Homey or homely?
No, it's Home Depot.
Homey.
There's a whole lot of energy about working with family here.
Yeah, that's the future. Yeah, I see that. I see that. But you know, Jen, children, young adults of that age and younger, they're not going to fit into the society that of this society.
Yeah.
Yes, a lot of working with family, and they don't know, and they're confused and depressed. So, he's probably part of the projects that you're going to be working on.
Yeah, there's a lot of humanitarian, but working with family, you have the sibling card in there. That Six of Cups is a lot about still continuing to help emotionally with siblings. Right now, Tyler's at where he needs to be. God's not going to put him somewhere where he's not needed or the energy's really bad. This is about patience and the worry, and that Nine of Swords, that's unnecessary. Okay. So this is about positive thinking. All right.
Did you read it?
Nadia, it's funny. I do have a folder in my email, and it titled "Future."
It tittled. Oh, you're reading a different one, like a King of Wands.
I saw King of Wands. That was pretty good too. Helping strippers during the recession.
All right, Roman, what we got? I'm pretty sure Florida has no lightning bugs. So what did I see 3 times that flashed and lit up so fast while I was at the lake?
Oh, you did make it to the lake. Yay, Roman.
What did you
Florida
see?
does have lightning bugs, by the way.
Yeah.
I've seen them. I've been to Florida.
Lightning bugs.
Is there rain in
Mainly
Florida?
around the Everglades.
Yeah, I've been in
Go
the
play with the alligators, Roman. You'll see them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
There's a place called Mosquito Coast there, and they were full of mosquitoes. Are there lightning in Florida? Because no, I'm not getting that. I just thought we were having so much rain in Kentucky, Tennessee. I don't know if it's going down that far. The lightning bugs. What lit up?
Not lightning
Yeah.
bugs.
That was my second guess. Thank you, Spirit. Orbs.
Yeah.
Are there orbs at the left? Is there a message? Orbs.
Yes.
Family.
Yep.
Don't walk on the water.
Past loved ones.
Yes. And the message. You finally made it to the lake. Yay. That's what they were telling you.
Oh, that's sweet. They were showing how happy they were that you were there having fun. You got out of the house and you went to the lake. They're excited for you.
Exactly. And if you look under spirit animal deers, you'll get that message too. That's a message for you too, Roman.
Okay. Josie, am I of the Noah bloodline? Good question.
So if she's of the Noah bloodline, is she King's relationship? Are there relationships since he was Methuselah?
Well, yeah.
Yep. Oh my gosh. Grandpa King.
Yeah, Jules, I'm going to need you to build me a boat. I'm just saying.
That's why she got the RV. Let's see if it's an amphibian RV, Jules.
I get yes. I'm getting shim also.
Ooh.
Huge
Oh, yeah.
yes.
Oh, yeah.
Huge yes. Absolutely. You're sitting pretty.
King of Cups.
Wow. So we're going to follow more of the bloodline after Noah. It was dominant female later. Started with Noah, but so descendants came from a daughter eventually. I know Noah had 3 sons, but you keep going down the generations, you came from a daughter somewhere, but it's still attached to Noah. Absolutely. This is all generational.
Attached to Noah?
Is what attached to Noah?
Magdalene?
I don't know. That's a separate question.
Okay. I'll pull out the bit before.
I'm getting off-worlder.
Oh. Well, we thought Noah was off-worlder. Pretty interesting.
It's interesting that this bloodline is constantly having to deal with thieves and liars and people running their mouth, and it's like just always worn out and working, and yeah.
Wait, are those bottom ones redheads, Jen?
I thought one of them was Nadia.
Not this.
I could have been wrong.
Oh, that would be funny. That would be funny. Yeah, we did think that the ships were actually off-worlder other than the real ships.
Yeah.
Jules said, "King,
This
we
is a holy lineage, God's bloodline. Worked with the off-worlders, but not direct link with the off-worlders. This is the true bloodline. So,
Jules, you have the Holy Grail."
you need to be carving out. I love trees. Make an exception. Cut down a couple trees. Jen needs a canoe. Okay. Just saying.
There you go. How many cubits should she use?
Yeah. Well, a cubit is from the middle fingertip to your elbow. It's about 18 inches. So you measure. All right.
We went
Full of
from
envy to see if King is Jules's grandpa.
we should see that.
Let's see where this relation is.
So we went from 18 inches to a foot in measurement. That's funny.
I am my own grandpa.
Yeah. And grandma at the same time. So we're checking if they were a past grandparents. Oh yes. Ooh. What happened, Grandpa?
I
Oh,
kicked her out of the house.
nice story. It's like, ooh,
Kicked her out of the ark and said, "How long can you tread water?"
Okay, so it's picking up on two different lifetimes here, where you personally had a one-on-one relationship with King.
Ooh.
So you have one where you stood up against him. He was your ruler, so he took you out.
That's right.
Okay, even though you were related, he took you out. He's not going to deal with sassy mouth family members, so he took you out.
Right on out that ark.
And then in another one, you guys were married.
Oh,
His harem gets bigger and bigger. Yeah, but this was a good, happy marriage.
I did the shock face for you, Kate.
Yeah, you balanced each other out. One of you died. Who was it?
Probably me.
You. But that's okay. Jules got all the inheritance.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Half of the ark and everything else.
Smart woman.
All right. Wow. Y'all go and update your family trees in the Bible now. Okay.
There's a picture of me in the Bible. Look, they're right.
There you go. Okay. Miss Mary. Is Caesar Milan, the dog whisperer, doing life in prison? Oh, Lord. I know who you're talking about, but what did he do?
What did he do? Is he in prison? I know they kicked him out. He didn't want to join that group, the nasty group. Caesar Milan doing that. Ego step aside.
I'm getting no, not live. Not
Is
live.
Is he in prison? Let's say, is he in prison?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Not doing live.
Wonder what he did. Huh.
Wow. Was he involved in money laundering?
Well, I know they kicked him out of his own show and took everything, and his wife left him. So, did that cause him to do some not so nice things, or did he get a handler?
Something changed in the past that he didn't want to get involved, and eventually he did with our pages for money.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Does he have a handler now because he left his wife and I think kids left him?
Yeah, they kept his story under wraps. What you knew about him is all an illusion. This was a strategic plan.
Oh wow. Almost like a cartel because I think he was going back and forth from the borders.
Not only is he in prison, this is hard labor prison.
Is it Gitmo?
He lied about something. Close watching. Yeah. There's my Cuba card. Yeah, went across in the ocean. So this is Gitmo. Whatever he did, he started out great, good purpose, but the bug got him about being powerful and financially wealthy, and he got involved.
Wow.
Well, then it could be life.
So,
or it could be done. That's why we didn't get it in life. Okay, let's see. Is he not alive?
Well, that would be life.
Well, I mean, if he's gone, you have a life there.
Life.
And that's a yes. I got a yes.
Yeah.
He's taken care of.
okay. I was checking on the wife.
And
Well,
She's good.
happy.
She's
Yeah,
good.
that's why
She's
she
moved
left.
on.
Yeah. That's why
good.
she left. She probably he took the juice and she said, I'm out of here.
Yeah. All right. Troublemaker. I mean, King of Wands. So when we ask if we have guides, why don't you ever get any of yourselves as our guides? I do. All the time. I do. If you do a reading, that's who I call in, is your higher self.
Mhm.
And because they're always guides. So a lot of the answers that I get, but I don't identify them because you will argue with yourself.
No. Yes, you will.
I argue with myself here without my guides. But your higher self is you.
It is you. When you get advice, it comes from your guardian angels and you. So who's been there, done that. But I do not recognize them during a reading because I started years ago. I would do that and people would argue, no, that's not me. That doesn't sound like me. I'm like, this isn't you now. This is you who's already done this. So I quit telling you. Oh, but
I just want to say my higher self is hilarious. We're not really arguing. We're just like, oh, nice conversation.
Okay. Here we go. Miss Colleen. Oh, there's another arm cross. Mark that one down.
Uh-oh.
Can I get a divine spirit message for the weekend?
Yes.
You're getting a yes?
That's because Colleen.
Oh, okay.
Let's bring the food back.
Because she's not a clone. That's good.
That's right. She's not a clone.
See what you're going to eat this weekend with the food deck.
Spaghetti with chopsticks. That would be the two of wands.
King of Wands, your higher self's in the corner.
So what are swords in the food deck?
Hold on. Let me show you how this works.
I know. I mean, you would have a square meal.
Ice cream sundaes. All right.
6 of Cups. So this weekend is about gift giving, nostalgia, possibly with siblings. I don't know if any of that's possible, but this is about making memories. So milkshakes, that's a cup card. The World. You wanting to finish up some tasks, possibly, that you've been putting off? Yeah, you need to take more of a leadership role here. So if there's some things you've been putting off, you need to kick your own butt. Okay. The Knight of Swords. Yeah, this is getting your task done.
I think she said bread was swords, King. I think.
Yeah, well, these are turnovers. So
pastry bread.
Yeah.
Flour.
And spend more time in nature, because there's Mama Gaia, Empress, Eight of Swords.
So that would be the knife.
No, it's pastry, like anything with flour, I think. That would require a cheat sheet for me.
Don't get wrapped up in. It's almost like you keep putting all this stuff off. There's things that you want to do. So go ahead and complete these tasks and get in a better routine, because you keep getting stuck in the same thing over and over again.
Yeah.
So complete it and be done with it. So there's something you need to purge.
What
Maybe
is
it's
that
cleaning out
card?
your closets or something.
What is that last card? Is it a donut?
This?
No, the other one.
This one?
Yeah. Is it
It's
a bingo?
it's a like charcuterie board kind of thing. It's got a
Oh,
little
I
bit
know.
of everything on it.
I
King
see
of
something.
Pentacles. So this
Oh.
is a generational thing for the family. This may be bad habits that you keep carrying around that you can't break. All right. So work on some home chores. And these are very 3D things that I know that you probably don't want to do, but we need to break some cycles here.
I think it's basically being overwhelmed.
But
Just
remember you're going to celebrate your victory at the end of this. You're going to be very glad that you did it. Absolutely.
She wrote that's quite accurate.
Okay. Well,
Nice.
quit putting it off. Quit procrastinating. Get it done, and then have a little drinky drink and a slice of watermelon when you're done. Okay?
Ooh.
A watermelon
drink.
martini.
Watermelon Boone's Farm wine.
All right.
It lowers your vibration.
A drink, yes, it does.
The Queen of Swords is that final watermelon card. You may have to have a sharp tongue with yourself. Okay, you're going to have to tell yourself, get off the couch or whatever it is and get it done.
Get her done.
All right. King of Wands. Has my soul ever been a guide to another soul? You are currently. There's the fractals of you are guiding others.
Mm-hmm.
Some have already, they're in the spiritual realm. And you've also, everyone has done this in a past life as well. Until you are ready to re-enter and reincarnate, you guide others. Everyone does.
Don't do what I did.
What is that like?
Well, I guess we should try to make an exception, except King of Cups, because he just leaves and comes right back because he can't get enough of this place. All right, Miss Mary. I gave my 30-day notice to move. Was my notice a tad bit premature? No, you manifested it. We're manifesting that you're moving.
Yeah, you remember we said you were going to. She gave it. Oh.
Yeah, she gave it.
Was it June? She was May or June?
No, not premature.
No, I think our divine creator stepped in on that one. 30 days notice to move. Was it a bit premature?
I get that it was a very hard step to take, but you're going to be glad that you did.
Okay.
He's a little mad about the money.
Yeah, and the neighbors are a little bit mad about losing you too.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you could always put your stuff in a storage, and if you
do not let this bring anxiety. That 9 of Swords is unnecessary worry. Stop it. In the past, this 2 of Pentacles, it was always about timing and money and trying to get it right. You did it. Let's embrace it. There may be a short period of time where you need to, there's a little bit of a layover before you get a new place. So you might be on the
Staying with a friend.
Someone will call you and you'll have the opportunity to, somebody will get your attention. Say, why don't you just come stay with me?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think, yeah. She had a friend that she might.
The 3 of Cups is friendship.
Yeah.
This is a friend.
Yeah.
The 3 of Cups, the collective cards, we're all a shrimp cocktail, if you wanted to know. Okay. 6 of Pentacles. Yeah, this is just that giving and receiving. Someone will make an offer to you.
Yeah, I think that was one of her possible options, and I think you're trying to see if it would fit. Eventually, you want to get it on your own, but yeah, you might meet up with a friend you were thinking about.
Well, remember that Six of Pentacles is also my humanitarian RV card. So you may sleep on a couch for a week and then the RV goes, and I think you're going to be okay. There may be a little bit of a, lapse there, but I wouldn't say premature. You did it for a reason. There is a reason you did it. So, okay. King of Wands. Here we go. When will peanut butter cookies be made? Whenever you get your hand in a kitchen and make them.
Read the directions.
That's right. Lisa, I did a shamanic journey a few years ago. I saw a Native American woman with a gray wolf walking alongside the shore of a lake.
Wow.
Who were they? You sure they're not your shamans?
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think that was a real person there. I did a shamanic journey a few years ago. Oh, it was a journey. Okay, it wasn't real. Okay. That's what I was getting. Who were they?
Wow, that was strong. She's a medicine woman. I'm asking if she's walking with you as your shaman is strong. Yes.
Yeah, yeah. Nice, beautiful.
I get the gray wolf is the protector.
Just like my white one.
Yeah, and my white one.
Yeah, I asked about the wolf, and it spells out guardian.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So when you need healing, you can call on her. All right. More troublemaker. Will we be able to use some of the humanitarian funds for investments to help grow the fund, or only personal funds aside from the humanitarian? You can absolutely use humanitarian to reinvest it back into the company, but so it can be self-sustaining. You cannot take humanitarian funds and invest in the stock market. No, you cannot. It has to go back into the company to make it grow. And this is how that you'll be able to expand if you want, like whatever you're going to do and you want more than one site, you can expand and make multiples. But you can't take it humanitarian money from the project money and buy more currency. You can't do that. That has to come from your personal money.
Yeah, but they're going to give you a piece of the personal money, and that you can invest.
Yeah, you can. And then your humanitarian, it'll be given to you. It'll be up to you whether you want it yearly, quarterly, twice a year. If you want your legacy to last 100 years or you want it for just 10 years, all of that will be discussed. But you have to be very careful about where you put this money. Everything is tracked. So don't use it to invest in the stock market or something. Put it right back into the project.
Mm.
Whether you're hiring more people or expanding, whatever it is to you.
Well, King, I also think you purchased other currencies. That would be something you can invest other than your humanitarian funds.
Of course, yeah.
So if you want to purchase currency along with that, you'll get a higher turnaround.
Yeah, you take your personal money and invest in further currencies in other what they call baskets or whatever.
Or silver.
Yeah. Roy, have reached peanut butter yet? The lid's off, but the seal is still on there, Brother Roy. So we're waiting to break the seal. Okay.
I've got my spoon ready.
There you go, Brother Sean. Will this truck be trouble-free?
No, truck will be trouble-free, but
I don't know. I'll trade you.
Did you buy a truck from Lee? By the way, King of Wine, there's a good sale on 100 trillion. You got dongs, and you also have Iraqi dinar on sale.
Yeah, yesterday was the rupiah. I bought some rupiah yesterday. Just a little, because it was like $7.50.
Yeah, it was on sale, right? You went on the trillion? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the dong is 500,000 for $43. The 10,000 dinar is 1549, which is a good price. But you got just today till midnight to purchase it.
I'll get a yes.
Put me as a girl.
Or Sean.
What is it?
Brother Sean has had more
Or
trouble
car.
out of his daggone truck.
Maybe he should get a van.
Three of Wands, looking into the future. Can be a little tricky. That's High Priestess. Ace of Cups. In the past, you thought you had it figured out, but yeah, it's going to be okay. Ow. King of Swords. This is all about the legalities of it and the paperwork in the future. It's going to resolve itself. I know you've been dealing with this. Six of Pentacles. This is about giving and receiving. It's fine. It's going to be all right. Knight of Pentacles. What you're looking for is coming. And it's going to come with a side order of tacos. Okay? You can get that.
It's a taco food truck.
It will. Just that High Priestess, it's a tricky situation. There's some secret squirrely behind the scenes with all the legalities of like the DMV, and he's been dealing with title issues.
Yeah. Sean, listen, you know, I'm sorry, but I know you're bringing back memory of all bad incidences of any kind of vehicle. And so you're like, here we go again. That type of thought process brings you into the same situations that you had in the past. Change that, gratitude. I'm being guided to find a great vehicle of my choice. Change it so it can, there's another cross.
Here we go again.
Change your frequency to get what you're looking for.
That was another arm cross. I think you're winning today. Wow. All right. Here's our new family member, E Purple.
E Purple, we got to her. Yeah, I hope she's still here.
Lyran, I had a dream about 3 years ago where I was in a different dimension and there were a lot of beautiful cats there. Well, you went to Lyran. I walked in the room and said, I am your queen. Like a cat. All right.
And that was short-lived. Okay.
Did she audition for the show Cats? Okay, was she E Purple?
Right.
Is E Purple a liar?
That's a strong yes.
Yeah. I'm gonna say meow.
Are you the queen? Yes. To that house. So not queen of all the Lyrans.
Right.
So the Lyrans are broken up into family houses. So there's groups.
Mm-hmm.
And so that particular house, which is family lineage, you are the queen of that house. Yes.
That is awesome. Good for you, E Purple.
Straighten your crown out, lovey. All right. Now, let me get Sister Renee really quick.
Mm-hmm.
She goes, hi, Jen and everyone. Question, could I please have a message today from Spirit? I know King will say yes.
No.
Oh. My daughter is visiting with all her kids. So busy. I have to listen later. So thanks so much. Okay.
Okay, then yes.
All right. We're going to have pity because the grandchildren are there. So, okay.
That's exactly right.
All right. So message for Sister Renee.
Yeah, I was going to say you had a change of heart, but I think you have to have a heart first.
Ooh, spoken like a true person with ice in their veins.
Ice in their veins, yes. Well, yeah, my black heart is saying.
Yes, we are related then, aren't we?
We are. So that makes me related to Jules too then.
I think we're all related.
We are.
Okay, Renee, we start out with a judgment. Don't be judgmental and don't, especially towards yourself. You quit doing that. 5 of Wands. This is inner turmoil. Are you arguing with yourself? I mean, we're not doing it over a fondue pot here, but yeah, this is inner turmoil. This is the Emperor in the past is about that's negative energy that I'm getting. So it's about being overbearing. Who are you dealing with that's overbearing, that make you feel bad about yourself? Do you have a narcissist in your life? 5 of Pentacles. This is feeling left out in the cold, don't belong. It's really hurt.
Is your son-in-law there visiting too?
Hierophant, get back to the faith that you have. I don't know. This could be the church, because that's a Hierophant card, which they are very judgmental. Yeah, you're sovereign. Look here, peanut butter pancakes. Last reading of the day, we got it.
Finally.
Yeah, you're sovereign and independent from their structural system. Don't be judged by them. Ace of Swords. Do not take harsh words. Okay, they're very stabbing. Don't listen to this. You're allowing someone else's words and opinion to internally destroy you. It depresses you. But she goes, yes, but I don't feel what you're talking about. No one is mean to me. But because it probably doesn't come across that way.
Then it's probably not them. It's you feeling that they are judging you.
But we also have to remember the energy that Spirit picks up on. It doesn't have to be that it's already happened or currently happened. This could be a warning that it could happen.
No, it's her feeling judged. It's her thinking they're judging her.
Yeah. Don't worry about what everybody else thinks. If you're constantly worried about, well, what do you think they think about this? Or do you think they're worried about this? Or did I say the right thing? Stop it. No one cares. Tell them to fuck off.
Yeah. Okay, so that's fun, Jen. I'm glad you got confirmation, because her throat chakra is so huge, and all those are minute details of why you think they're judging you. That you think they're judging. I mean, it's not really they are.
I got her to laugh. But she says, yeah, I think about the church all the time. Who cares? Yeah. I have no problem telling the church to fuck off. Okay. I don't tell Jesus that. All right. We might as well end with 3 today, you know. All right. What was the final tally? Oh, that's what I want to know.
Pulling off at a surprise at the rear.
2 FOs, 3 Vippies, and 1 arm cross. I think it was more like 3 arm crosses.
No, the 3 FOs.
Yeah, he had more than 1 arm cross.
Yeah, 3. He had 2 arm crosses.
Yeah, there we go.
You know what, guys?
3 Vippies and 1 arm cross. Okay, there we go. Okay, he's the final tally here.
He had 2.
King of Cups had 2 arm crosses.
Yes, you want to make it even, King, so we can all end up.
Yeah, you're going to leave us with 1. You're going to leave the show today
with an arm cross.
Before he leaves, he does have a show tomorrow. I'm going to go correct the schedule. And there you go. There you go.
Bye.
All right.
Bye.
You guys have a very, very blessed weekend. Enjoy. Try to keep your head above water if you're dealing with flooding. So
yeah. Practice making a rowboat. But yeah, guys, like I said, the oracles are saying some of you guys are ending off the weekend or starting the weekend on a down note.
Yeah.
Don't focus on the lack. Focus on what's ahead. Focus on us. We have to break structures in order to build new ones. So whatever you hear, or even people, what they're saying to you, you're in your own world. Speak, say your truth, be in your truth, and that keeps you in a higher vibe.
Renee sent me a picture. She's at the beach. Enjoy.
Oh.
Right. Ground yourself in salt water. It's a beautiful thing.
Release, yeah.
Holding space, prayers, optimism for traveling. Nadia, travel safe, love.
Well, let's hope optimism for packing today.
Oh, let's get through packing first. Okay. All right.
So me and you, Colleen, we're in a frozen. I got to get this done, but I can't. Okay.
All right. Okay, guys. Well, keep your frequency up. And maybe y'all can manifest Jen coming on live this weekend with peanut butter shirt on. Maybe.
Which one's a higher?
Interrupt my show.
Jen, which one's a higher
You can do
peanut
that.
butter or swimsuit?
Do what?
Which one would you be more likely, swimsuit or peanut butter?
Oh, you're not getting me in a swimsuit. I wear the peanut butter shirt, and I guarantee you, King will not throw a fit if I go live at the exact same time.
That's right.
With the
I'll
peanut
just
butter
go
shirt.
home and just bow out.
He's gonna go. Fine, I'm done.
Wait, this was 1 minute and nobody's here. Guys, get on here so early. Just sign in and say hi like a half an hour before.
Oh, we should do it for competition.
You have 3 minutes tomorrow.
Okay. Oh, okay. We have a window. You can be tardy for 3 minutes.
You
and
have
that's
an
it.
extra minute. All right.
But Mr. Kata, I have a note from my mother.
Ooh. Ooh.
I have an excuse. I am the excuse. He's out of here. He's out of here. Well, happy packing and getting Snyder to
Do you smile? He's not smiling at all.
yeah, well, he's probably not, but
Yeah, he's right here next to me.
all right, guys. Beautiful show, and have a beautiful weekend. And if you're having weather like we are, my prayers are with you. It looks like the sun came out, so I'm gonna go enjoy. All right, guys. I love ya.